has opened a new chapter in Nigeria political history. But you know, when Joe Rogers was saying this, a lot of people were laughing. They don't know the consequences of what has actually happened. That this is the main reason why nothing works in Nigeria, and this is the main reason why Biafras are going. Biafras are going because what happened in the north doesn't happen in the south. What happened in the southwest doesn't happen in the southeast. So there is always this particular treatment, preferential treatment given to Fulani. And for us who have come down that it is going to get worse, we say no, we must to leave Nigeria. I want everybody to pay attention.
I say how you came back is another chapter in our political history.
How I came back from where?
Mr. President, how you return to the Senate as a senator will open another chapter of great discussion in our political book.
All right.
Because I was there in the field with you running for president.
Okay.
I never knew how you were able to meander and return and leaving some of us. Next time, you must teach me how to do that.
It was easy. It was easy.
Now pay attention. Okorocha wants him to teach him how to do that. Now he is telling Okorocha it was easy. Very, very easy. Okay? Now, I want everybody to listen to the story of how easy it was for somebody who did not contest election to become the winner. That is why I say there is no election in Biafra land. Some people say, bring Simon Ekpa to kill him. Some people say, we are giving you 100,000. Go and kill Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is undermining democracy. That's a lie. The people that are undermining democracy are these political juggernauts who parade themselves with big stomach. These are the people who have destroyed everything, and that is the reason why we are living. So when they come to say Simon Ekpa is undermining democracy, I told them, I am just the good guy. Now you are going to also agree with me, finally, that I remain the good guy. Somebody who did not participate in election. He was not voted for. His name was not in the list. He is now explaining how easy it was for him to become a senator without being voted for. Now, you are going to listen to how easy it is. Now tell me, who amongst us is the one undermining the democracy? Is it me or this man who is now about to explain how easy it is for somebody to become a senator without participating in the election? Now listen.
I was there with you in the field, but it was easy.
Okay.
It was easy.
All right.
I was there with you in the field.
Okay.
But after our defeat,
okay,
my constituents thought they needed me again.
All right. Listen, after they defeated him, his name was not in the list of the people contesting for Senate, and his constituency, according to him, say they need him. It's a lie. What are they going to need him for? Is it because what he did do anything in the first time? In the first tenure? The answer is no. So he doesn't deserve anything for his constituency to say, we want you back. It's a lie. Money has exchanged hands, and he has bought his way to the Senate. Now let us watch.
And so they asked for me to come back.
Okay. They asked him to come back without being voted. They did not vote him. After the election, they asked him to come back. Now watch.
And it was a torturous zoning because we had to go through the courts.
Okay. And it was a total zoning because they have to go through the court. Judiciary, Nigeria judiciary. They go through the court. Court is the one to determine who is going to be elected. Even when the person did not participate, you can imagine in Imo State, fourth person become first. The fourth person who were fourth position become the governor of Imo State. Now, we are now talking about somebody who did not participate at all in election. His constituency now gathered, according to him, and go to court to say, no, This man did not contest the election. His name was not there. He went to contest for president and he lost the primary to Bola Tinubu. So, and during that time, he was contesting for president. He couldn't come to contest for Senate. He did not pick up even the form to become a senator. So we, the constituents, we have decided that the Nigeria electoral process is not something that we trust. So we are not loyal to Nigeria constitution. The Nigeria constitution is not applicable to us. The Nigeria electoral law is not applicable to us. So for that reason, we, the constituent of this man, is now rising up and going to court to make the court choose him and confirm him as the senator from that constituency. Have you ever seen anywhere such thing happen? Now, I ask you, is that a democracy? Is that a democracy? Is that going to happen in the East? Is that going to happen in Yoruba land? The answer is no. But it is happening in the North. And let me tell you, why they have allowed him to come back is to finish what he started, Islamization of Nigeria. I want everybody to pay attention to this. Now listen.
I didn't even appeal.
Okay? He didn't even appeal. Confessional, he is very proud to say it. He did not appeal.
A judgment that did not give me the contest. The party and the stakeholders in my constituency appealed on my behalf up to the Supreme Court.
Okay. The party and the constituents of his own place appealed. He didn't appeal. He didn't want to even appeal because he didn't contest the election. They went up to the Supreme Court arguing that this man, though he did not purchase a form, though he did not contest the election, but this is the person we want. Now, the same thing cannot happen in Nigeria, right? Some of them are now shouting P2B, P2B. They can't apply the same jurisprudence. When they claim that Nigeria has voted P2B, oh, everybody voted P2B, they put Tinubu, and they are in the court. When somebody who did not contest election become the winner of the election, and then there are somebody somewhere called P2B, who's everybody is shouting on social media that he was the one who won the election. Already, they are ready to arrest. As I'm talking to you now, every plan has been made to arrest P2B. Mark my word. If any PM happen, P2B will be arrested. I am telling you the fact. And nothing will happen. Because why something will not happen is because P2B is not part of us. He's not part of Biafra movement. So he doesn't enjoy anything from the Biafran people. There's no loyalty to him. His loyalty is in Bini, the skit makers. His loyalty is somewhere in Lagos. Those whose businesses have been destroyed and P2B was not there to defend them. But look at, let us listen, because it is very important you know what is going on.
I refused.
Okay?
So there is nothing.
He refused to become the Senate or the senator. Yet, they went up to the Supreme Court, and as they were going to the Supreme Court, somebody was somewhere cooking it. Just make pronunciation. Just pronounce him the winner. Once pronounce him the winner, leave the rest for us. And that's how they pronounce him the winner.
Nothing magical,
okay,
or remarkable up to the Supreme Court.
All right.
I refused. So there is nothing magical or remarkable. In fact, you have nothing to learn from what happened. The only thing is, you are determined not to come back.
Are you hearing it? He said there is nothing remarkable in him coming back to Senate without contesting election. He told Okorocha, the only thing is that he was not determined to come back. Because if he was determined to come back, Okorocha would have approached them. And they would give him the treatment of Hope Uzodinma. That he is trying indirectly telling Okorocha, if you are determined to come back, you would have just go and stay with Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma will make you come back. That is why he is making that statement. He's not making the statement because if Okorocha is determined to come back, people are going to vote for him to come back. The answer is no. But because Okorocha, according to him, did not play his card very well, and he fight Hope Uzodinma. So listen now.
I know if you had wanted to come back to Senate, you would have even returned quicker than I returned.
Are you hearing that? Because he feels that Okorocha knows what he knows. That if Okorocha wanted to come back to Senate, Okorocha would have returned even quicker than him, which means Rochas Okorocha would not have gone up to the Supreme Court trying to come back, because Hope Uzodinma would have just written his name and sent to Abuja.
Okay.
I round up now.
All right.
Mr. Senate President, I still say I want to be your student next time. Because
and Rochas Okorocha is not convinced, okay? With all this explanation, everybody knows where his power come from and all that. But Rogers, the whole explanation still beat the imagination of Rogers, because you can do anything, okay? You can do a lot of things and say, this is what I did, but not when you were not part of the election. Not when your name is not even in the list of people who contested the election. Then you become the senator. No. Rochas Okorocha was not convinced by that explanation. He needed to be student. He wanted to learn how this one is possible. Like Rochas Okorocha will be sleeping in his house, and people will be killing themselves in Imo State, and his name is not in the list of people contesting the election, accredited by INEC. Only for Rochas Okorocha, for his constituency, to go to court and say, we want Rogers, and court will pronounce Rogers winner. Rogers don't just, no matter how corrupt Rogers is, this one person, he didn't believe it. So listen.
Mr. Senate President, I still say I want to be your student next time, because it is more of the more you look, the less you see. My paper, my paper.
Say, he still wants to be the student of this man, because what has happened is the more you look, the less you see. That is the democracy that Biafra people are running away from. We don't want to be part of it. That's why we don't want to validate any election in Biafra land, because they're off road. Now, in case you do not know what Lawal did to become the Senate, even when he did not. Now, I want you to listen to this.
I don't think. Mr. President.
What you're about to listen to now is the secret. Is the secret behind all these things that Lawan was saying. Here is where the whole secret lies. I want everybody to pay attention.
At my age, I don't think I will lobby anybody under the sun. I would do the right thing, and I always do the right thing, and sincerely and honestly too. So, I know, I look at faces in this chamber whom have come to me and sought for my help when my wife was the president of the Court of Appeal.
Hearing that, he recognized people who are in this chamber with him, who has come to his house and sought for help when the wife was the president of the Court of Appeal, which means if you come to him, bring billion or 100 million or 200 million or $1 million, just like this man, the Lawal, give this man 100 million or $100 million or $1 million or 100 or 500 million naira, and say your wife is the president of the Supreme Court. Please, when this case come to her table, let her pronounce me the winner. Nothing will happen. This man will collect the money and go to the wife and tell the wife, look, we have to do this and do that. And that particular case automatically will favor the person who bring the largest money. That is what this man is trying to expose here. Now, Lawan having faced a question from Okorocha, which is the same thing. Because how can a judge who is learned, went to school to judge case with fact, will be pronouncing somebody who did not participate in election a winner? But it happened here. Now this man is coming to tell you how they did it. I'm not saying that the wife is the one who pronounced Lawal a winner, but I'm telling you it is the same process, the same procedure. Now listen to him. How man, God is putting this thing in his mouth to confess, and Lawal was holding him back.
And I'm sure I'm.
The Single Senator Adam Ahmed Bulgacho, I think I will advise that you just round up and take your seat.
Because he knows that that is exactly what he did to become the senator. Now let us listen to him from here. From here.
And return and leaving some of us. Next time you must teach me how to do that.
It was easy.
Okay, it was easy.
It was easy.
Very, very easy.
I was there with you in the field.
Okay.
But after our defeat,
okay,
my constituents thought they needed me again.
All right.
And so they asked for me to come back.
Okay.
And it was a torturous journey.
All right.
Because we had to go through the courts.
Okay. They have to go through the court. That particular court they have to go through is a court like this.
Many names. We know ourselves.
No, but
we know ourselves. That is the kind of court Lawal is talking about here. And this man continued to say it when God is telling him to say it. He said, Lawal, don't stop me. We know ourselves. How you people come to me, and his wife, who is the judge, then will give decision in their favor.
This kind of insinuation will mean that there was favor, there was this, and the rest of it. I don't think it's...
But he said that he don't want this man to say that there was favor. But he himself is just here telling you how easy it was for him, who did not participate in the election, to become a senator. Now ask me, if that is not a favor from somewhere, what is it?
And it was a torturous journey, because we had to go through the courts.
Okay.
I didn't even appeal.
He did not even appeal. Listen, he did not even appeal. The only thing he needed is for somebody from his constituent to file a petition to the court, and then somebody somewhere, like this man's wife, is going to do it.
There was favor, there was this, and the rest of it. I don't think it's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I must say that, okay, to round up, since that's what you want me to do, I will do that. And I must thank particularly my wife, whose freedom and independence I encroached upon while she was in office. And she has been very tolerant and accepted my encroachment and extended.
And you know what this man means by the encroachment? You know what he means by the encroachment? What he means by the encroachment is that because of the wife, he was able to climb the ladder to be able to come to know the faces that he is seeing there, who has come to him for help, to tell the wife to turn around this case in their favor. And they gave him money. And today, some of them are paying him back by bringing him to this kind of place. I don't know whether they have given him appointment. I don't know whether he's a senator now. I don't know what he is. But he is now telling the story of how the wife influenced all the politicians that the wife have helped while she was in the service as a president of the Supreme Court, is what is now making him to come to this kind of place to question or make a comment to the Senate President, the outgoing Senate President. I want you all to see the impunity going on in Nigeria. Now, Lawal is not very, very comfortable with that, because Okorocha have just asked a question. He had just explained how he become, if it was very easy for him to come back without participating in the election. And this man have just done the justice to it.
Help to my colleagues.
Distinguished.
He is still saying, reminding them, all of you that have come to me, how my wife have helped you, don't say that I am not seeing you. Any day you do PIM, I am going to bring your book. That's, you see, this man is giving them sign that is danger. You know, because anybody that talks like this, if you open mouth, he can talk anything. The man insisted in telling them, he insists that my wife have done this and done that. And good to see you people, my colleague. All the faces I'm seeing here, I have helped you one way or the other.
My encroachment and extended help to my colleagues.
Distinguished.
Again,
Please, I don't think this is a good idea going this direction.
Right.
It's not a good idea.
You see, it is not a good idea going that direction. The direction that is not good for them to go is this direction where it is very easy for somebody to become a senator without participating in the election.
And return and leaving some of us. Next time, you must teach me how to do that.
It was easy.
It was easy.
It was easy.
Very, very easy.
I was there with you in the field.
All right.
But after our defeat, my constituents thought they needed me again.
Okay.
And so they asked for me to come back.
All right.
And it was a treacherous journey.
Okay.
Because we had to go through the courts.
All right.
I didn't even appeal.
All right.
A judgment that did not give me the contest.
Okay.
The party and the stakeholders in my constituency appealed on my behalf.
Now we are going to listen to this man uninterrupted.
Mr. President, at my age, I don't think I will lobby anybody under the sun. I would do the right thing, and I always do the right thing, and sincerely and honestly too. So, I know, I look at faces in this chamber whom have come to me and sought for my help when my wife was the president of the Court of Appeal. And I'm sure I'm...
The single Senator Adam Ahmed Bulgacho, I think I will advise that you just round up and take your seat.
Name. We know ourselves.
No, but this kind of insinuation will mean that there was favor, there was this and the rest of it. I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I must say that, okay, to round up, since that's what you want me to do, I will do that. And I must thank particularly my wife, whose freedom and independence I encroached upon while she was in office. And she has been very tolerant and accepted my encroachment and extended her help to my colleagues.
Distinguished, please, I don't think this is a good idea going this direction. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, please.
Now, you've just listened to that. That is what impunity is all about. Please, those of you who may not be watching from the Enter Biafra, please. The Enter Biafra, like I said, is under maintenance, and it will be on and up and running very, very soon as the IT group are done with their work. It will come back again, but the video is somehow not responding to the channel 2. because of this new upgrade that is coming to the website. All right. So now we are going to listen to this again. Very important.
Book to discuss.
Sorry?
I say how you came back is another chapter in our political history.
How I came back from where?
Mr. President, how you return to the Senate as a senator will open another chapter of great discussion in our political book.
Okay.
Because I was there in the field with you running for president.
All right.
I never knew how you were able to meander and return and live in some of us. Next time you must teach me how to do that.
It was easy.
Okay.
It was easy. I was there with you in the field, but after our defeat, my constituents thought they needed me again. And so they asked for me to come back. And it was a torturous journey because we had to go through the courts. I didn't even appeal. A judgment that did not give me the contest. The party and the stakeholders in my constituency appealed on my behalf up to the Supreme Court. I refused. So there is nothing magical or remarkable. In fact, you have nothing to learn from what happened. The only thing is, you are determined not to come back. I know if you had wanted to come back to the Senate, you would have even returned quicker than I would have returned.
Okay.
I round up now.
Mr. Senate President, I still say I want to be your student next time because it is more of the more you look, the less you see. My paper, my paper.
And when we are saying we want to be free, it is not only Biafra that is going to be free this year. A lot of nations will break. Nigeria is going to break into pieces. And we, the Biafra people, are going to make it possible. I am telling you now, it is not a hidden thing. It is going to happen this year. Those of you who are planning to have an election in 2023, which is next month, you are going to fail. We will disappoint you and you will disappoint. All right. All right. That was exactly what is going on. What you just watched now, a while ago, is that the Nigeria judiciary, the impunity in the system, the failed state, and the reason Biafra is living and going. Now we are going to go to the second segment of this particular broadcast, which is the coming sit-at-home order starting from the 3rd of July to the 10th of July 2023. I want everyone to understand the reason why we are embarking on this very important sit-at-home civil disobedience. It's very important. Some of you may not understand what we are doing. And for those who may be asking how you are going to get this Biafra, how you are going to do this, and this, that, when is this Biafra coming? When is this Biafra coming? Like you used to ask our leader in those days. They will ask him, when is this your Biafra coming? When is this your Biafra coming? Let us go to that particular jingle.
People say Igbo and Niger Delta, daft, useless people without brain. What name we are they answering before Niger Delta? Biafra. And you ask me, how do I know? And then I will tell you to ask Ishekiri people. Ishekiri people signed a treaty with the British. And I'm asking Ishekiri kings today, you must have a copy of that treaty. What does the treaty say? This treaty is between Ishekiri and the chiefs of Biafra. Is that correct? Queen Victoria with Ishekiri chiefs and Biafra. Is that correct or not? assuming an idiot comes tomorrow and says, oh, Ishekiri is not part of Biafra. They are not. They are Yoruba. They came from Ogun. You know, anything we say on Radio Biafra, we back up with stupendous proof. QED. That is why our lines are open. If you feel you know, you call. So you'll be disgraced. You just call now. I will give you all the time in the world to outline your thesis or your theory or your hypothesis.
Unfortunately,
2 questions. The first question is to set you up. The second one is to destroy you completely.
Unfortunately, not the Radio Biafra of today, where criminals have hijacked it and taken over and sabotaging the movement and sabotaging Biafra. Not that particular Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer the Radio Biafra. So if you hear Radio Biafra, just know that that was then, not now. But however, let us continue.
Flat on the ground. We are not boasting. It's a fact. People saying Ishekiri is not Biafra. If you go to the palace of any Ishekiri ruler that is descended from those that signed the treaty with the British, they still have a copy. I have a copy of the treaty. I have it. Between Queen Victoria and the Ishekiri chiefs. What does it say? This treaty is made on this day between representatives of Her Britannic Majesty Queen Victoria and her heirs. And, wait for it, chiefs of Ishekiri and Biafra. This document was drawn up in 18-something, 2 centuries ago. And do you know the funniest thing? The British knew our name was Biafra, you know. They know that very well. Oh dear. Because it's British treaty. Britain signed a treaty with Biafra. I have a copy of it. The same way I have a copy of Lugard amalgamation report. Now I have told him this one, they will go and prepare against. I have another one. I said I have another one. That one is Kakwa Ubunigwe. Anybody telling you rubbish about his own Ishekiri, Urobo, Isoko, Egala, Idoma, Efik, Ibibio, not being Biafra, the person is deranged. It's not learned. The person did not go to school. Anybody telling you that if you go to Edo State, unless Edo wants to join us, they're free to do so. Every state in the south and southeast, including Benue, Lower Benue, and Lower Kogi, they are part and parcel of Biafra. I said, I have the documentary proof from Ndiocha or Wundisioji. People say Igbo and Niger Delta. Daft, useless.
All right, you just listen to that. And those who are always asking, when is this your Biafra coming? When is Look at people of weak man, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel.
Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go.
When our leader talks about he needed men with like steel, men with steel, nothing moves them. Only move and continue to move. Look around yourself today. Did you see any man who nothing moves? Only continue to move Biafra struggle forward. It is only in the autopiloted IPOB. It is only in the Biafra Republic government in exile. It is only in the Biafra de facto government in the homeland that you find such men. And today, I want everyone to pay attention to this special announcement. The special announcement is to inform the Biafra people about the next 1 week sit at home, which is targeted at demanding the unconditional release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, preparing Biafra people for the coming of the self-referendum that we are going to organize very soon. I want also to inform Biafra people that this particular sit at home is to also send a notice to put the world on notice that it is only the Biafra Republic government in exile that the Biafra people are loyal to. And let me also make it very clear that, of course, there are still some elements, very few of them, that still support one Nigeria because they eat from them. So it is normal that there are this kind of individuals who have sold their conscience, sold everything about themselves, sold their future, and are ready to work with politicians. So we are not surprised if you see such people. But the point is that they are not even in 1%. They are like 0.00% in Biafra land. And so, like you have seen and read on the news, including on news media, the report coming from my office, the office of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, we have 5 major reasons for this particular sit-at-home that is coming on the 3rd to 10th of July 2023. The most important one being for demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is being illegally detained at the DSS. Also facing a very serious health issue that needed urgent attention and the surgery. 2 is we are embarking on 1 week sit at home in preparation for self-referendum. I want people to understand how this Biafra is going to come. It is not a rocket science. Now, we have been able to activate the Biafra Republic government in exile. We have activated the de facto government in the homeland. The inauguration is going to happen very soon. After that, we will begin to administer governance in Biafra land. And we are also moving to make sure we halt all taxes that is being illegally collected by the Nigeria state within Biafra land. We will make sure that each state in Biafra land will lose hugely. The economic impact of the Biafra people to the state government will be reduced drastically. Our target and our main objective is to make sure that we crush the economy of the government in Biafra land. I want everybody to understand my point here. Where our target is attacking the economy of the Nigeria government in Biafra land. That is our target. The reasons being that we want to continue to show to them that Biafra people are only loyal to Biafra government and not to Nigeria government. So we are coming after the tax, after the economy of the state within Biafra land. And let me also tell you people, like I've said earlier, the reason why we are doing this is to show to the world that Biafra are no longer loyal to the government of Nigeria, rather to the Biafra Republic government in exile and to the de facto government. This de facto government is going to operate secretly because of the security situation until we have our balance, when we are going to come openly and start administering governance in Biafra territory. I want everybody to understand this. Remember, when they tell you that you are destroying economy in Biafra land, in the southeast, and all this blah, 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 tell them is a lie. We're not destroying the economy of the southeast. There is nothing like economy in the southeast. How can you have economy when there is no seaport? How can you have economy when there is no embassy? How can you have an economy when there is no any powerful international or multinational corporation in the southeast? And they are telling you are discovered. They will tell you no investors is coming. Ask them, when did you see investors last in the southeast? Before 2021. Ask them, since 1960, 67, going forward till 2021, how many investors have you seen in the southeast? Why would somebody come to southeast to invest when there is no representative from anywhere in the west in the southeast? There is no representative from America in the southeast. There is no American company in the southeast. There is no European company in the southeast. There is no mega anything in the southeast prior to 2021 when Oyendu Mazinam Dekano was kidnapped. So is it now that they want to tell you investors are running away from the southeast? They were never investors. We, the Biafra people, are the investor in the southeast. We, the Biafra people, are the government in the southeast. We build the road to our own communities, and everything. We do it by ourselves, not the government. So when they tell you about economy, tell them, yes, it is time to attack that particular economy that the government are generating and making them pompous to bring military and then also this kind of pompous that whenever they are driving along this bad road that we have out east, they are going to be spreading all this poto to our people walking by the roadside. We will make it very difficult for them. So our aim and objective, in addition to the demand of Rabbi Mazinam Dekano, is to crush the economy of the southeast government. These are the people who gathered together to proscribe the indigenous people of Biafra, their own, proscribing themselves because of ignorance. They don't know what indigenous people of Biafra mean. They don't know that even though they are not supporting Biafra, they are still regarded as indigenous people of Biafra. They are Biafrans. No matter what they think, the ideology is not right, they are still Biafra. But these particular people in the southeast, they gathered together, come together to proscribe indigenous people of Biafra, tag them terrorists. You think we are going to allow them to have peace? Never. So what I'm trying to say this evening is that whenever they confront you that Simon Ekpa is destroying the economy of the southeast, ask them, can we know where the economy was before Simon Ekpa come on board? Can we know what they have done with the economy they generated before Simon Ekpa coming on board to fight for Biafra? Let us see how good it was before now. If they are not able to bring evidence of how good Southeast was before Simon Ekpa started shouting for Biafra, they should rather just go and sleep and cover themselves in shame. We are coming with heavy, thunderous fire on the economy. Economic sabotage is what we are doing. Enugu State Governor came the other day and started shouting that they are losing 10 billion every Monday. 10 billion, whatever, every Monday. It's a lie. There is nothing to show for it. There is no evidence anywhere to show that Enugu State is losing 10 billion. It's a lie. But if they are losing 10 billion, then it means that we are happy, because that is the reason why we are attacking them. Attacking the economy. Attacking those who sponsor terrorism against our people. The source of this terrorism, we are attacking it. So the economy, and we are not even doing anything. Just the only thing that is required from you is sit at home. And let me tell you, for those of you, the market people in Biafra land, you are not losing anything. If you do not sell today, you sell tomorrow. But in the government, they are losing. The workers are not going to work every Monday. Banks are closed every Monday. These police that are collecting money and putting roadblock everywhere and there, they are not working every Monday. Yet, government will pay them. They will pay them, they must pay them. So we are going to make sure we give them sleepless night. And everybody must understand that this is the last phase of this Biafra liberation. We are going to come with more stringent mechanism. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released, we will come with more tough, very tough, I am telling you, very, very tough mechanism is coming. After this 1 week sit at home, we will come. It may not be sit at home again. Believe me. It may not be sit at home. It is going to be something else. So we are coming. But this 1 week sit at home, I want everyone to pay attention. From the 3rd to the 5th of July, everywhere in Biafra land will be order lock and key. Don't go out to, as I am saying it now, what they are going to do is to start burning everywhere. They will say, oh, Simon Ekpa have given order. They will burn this one and burn that one, and they will think that I'm going to run away. I'm not running away. I have just said it. Do not go out so they don't make you a scapegoat to use it to blackmail Biafra. Don't give them opportunity to hurt you and take your video and start posting it. Oh, Simon Ekpa has started again. This one and that. Do not give them opportunity to do that. Listen and listen very attentively. Do not go out so that you will not fall a victim of Nigeria government. From the 3rd to the 5th of July, every Biafra land will be under lock and key. On the 6th of July, you are going to go to the market, buy groceries, buy things for yourself, for your family, and do your business. On the 6th, we want every market to open. Then on the 7th of July to 10th, everywhere will be locked down. Don't say we did not tell you. Nigeria, there are this kind of, there are like things looking for who to kill and who to eat. Do not come out and say, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. The next thing is that Simon Ekpa, I will order the sit at home again and again, even if you fall the victim of Nigeria government, because you are not going to say we did not warn you. And also, let me also sound it as a note of warning to those market leaders in Biafra land, that they are going to come to your house and collect key of the shop or collect key of the gate to the market. Do not go with them. We know that the other day, last Monday in Enugu, we got the information that the governor ordered the policemen to go to the Ogbete market or market chairman and collect the key and carry the man to the market to open the gate. The man refused to go. And the man handed the police the key to the market. The police took the key, went to the market, opened the market, and stationed armor tank in the market. Yet nobody came. So if they come to collect key, you can give them the key, but don't follow them. We know everyone and we know every one of you. And those people who want to use you to fight against Biafra, they will be the one to kill you and put it on the head of Biafra. And we don't care. So do not allow them to use you. Don't allow them. They cannot force you into the market. So what we are doing is that this is the only way and the only time to get this freedom. And it is very, very clear. With impunity going on in Nigeria, the Muslim ticket, Islamic State, it is very clear. Anybody that is not supporting the Biafra now is not a human being. So do not allow them to pressure you to go out, because they will be the one to bring people to come and attack you in order to blackmail the Biafra. So Biafra are killing people, or Biafra are attacking people. Don't say we did it. This is how we have been warning you from the beginning. And everybody knows how they operate. They will go and do something and put it on another person's head. So don't allow yourself to be used to carry out that particular evil act by the Nigerian government. We are also aware that in Enugu, in Ogbete, the chairman of these keke drivers were paid. One of their chairman in Enugu were paid to come to do stage the show they staged the last time. We are also aware that the chairman was also paid to hire some women and this to come to the market and demonstrate what you saw on the other last 2 weeks, and we are warning them to stay clear from fighting against Biafra. This fight we are fighting is for your own good, for your children, for your generation to come, for your family, for your future. It is not for Simon Ekpa. I am being sacrificial. I have become a sacrificial lamb for your own freedom. I am living my life for your own good. I am doing everything I'm doing today so that you people are going to have a country that is secured, where your phone will fall down, somebody will pick it and give it to you, or somebody will pick it and take it to the police, and police will put it and keep it, and then you have a number where you can call to ask whether somebody brought your police station, and police will check and say, yes, what is your name? Come for identification. You come with everything to identify that you are the person and that you are the owner of the phone, and the person will give it to you. Not this kind of situation where somebody, once your phone fall, another person will say, God have answered my prayer. You pick up your phone and begin to use it. And if you go and demand it, it will change everything and you cannot find the phone again. We don't want a society like that. We want a society where everybody will be looking out for each other. That is what we are bringing to Biafra land. And it is going to be possible through the security measures we are going to put in place and the database system. I don't think you are going to know what is coming in Biafra and you begin to continue to fight against it. You are not a human being. So I am begging those in the market, especially the market leaders, do not allow any governor to deceive you, because they are going to be the same people that will bring people that will attack you in the market and say, hey, Simon Ekpa boys have come. I am the one and many people fighting to protect you. We are the one providing security for you in your village. Where the Fulani, the reason why Fulani are not killing you today, sacking you in your village the way they are sacking in Benue, the way they are sacking in Jos, the way they are sacking in Niger State, the way they are sacking in Zamfara, the way they are sacking in many parts of the northern Nigeria, is because of us. I do not know how somebody will now come and tell you Simon Ekpa is looking for your downfall. Simon Ekpa is fighting you. Simon Ekpa is killing you. And you are believing such nonsense. When in the actual sense, when the Fulani, the terrorists come to kill you, we are going to be the one to mobilize our army to go and chase them away from your land so that you can go to farm. And the same person is the one that somebody somewhere telling you, oh, he is trying to kill you. You are killing the people you are fighting for. And when this thing is happening, you don't see them talking. Have you seen anybody talk about the killing in Kaduna? Have you seen anybody talk about the killing in Plateau State? Have you seen anybody talk about the killing in Zamfara, in Niger State, or in all these places, Katsina, Nasarawa, Adamawa, all these places where did you see them talking about it? They don't talk about it. Today we see that another governor said he is collaborating with the Nigerian army. I looked at him and I laughed because he don't know anything. He should ask people who have collaborated with Nigerian army. They are the worst criminals, the worst terrorists you see. It is in the same Nigerian army checkpoint that kidnapping is taking place in Biafra land. 1 kilometer away from the military checkpoint. And these people are not seeing that the military are infiltrated by the Boko Haram, repentant Boko Haram, and other jihadist movement. And they are saying they want to collaborate with them to bring in security to Biafra land. We will fight you. The reason why we are armed is to fight those who has come to kill our people. And they are the military. So if anybody, in Enugu state governor, think that it is by collaborating with military in a peaceful Enugu state is what he want to do, let him come. We are waiting for him. We want to see that collaboration. From tomorrow, we want to see the collaboration of the governor collaborating with criminals and terrorists in uniform. If that is what is going to convince the Fulanis that he's really working and is really ready to end Biafra. We are waiting for him to collaborate, and let's see how it is going to end. You think it is a what would you normally do every time we beg? We say because we want peace to reign. Why is it that where there is peace, somebody will just come from the blue moon talking about security, security, security? Is there anybody being kidnapped in Enugu State? When last did you hear any noise in Enugu State? Why will somebody come as a governor from nowhere and begin to talk about we are restoring security in the southeast? We are restoring security in Enugu. Is anybody being killed in Enugu? The answer is no. And we know what we did on the ground to flush away criminals in Enugu. And this man come from nowhere and start talking about restoring peace in Enugu. I don't know which peace he want to restore in Enugu, but I'm challenging him this evening. Since he want to collaborate with the people that come to kill Biafrans, we will give it to them in Enugu. Enugu has become a new front. From today, from what I read on the news, that is collaborating with people who shielded terrorists in Four Corner. When the men of the ESN went to Four Corner Enugu, everybody saw what kind of barbarism they were committing in Four Corner, including now they are back. Nobody did anything. We did it. Everybody saw what they did in Ehamufu. How people were butchered in Ehamufu. We intervene. Why you have a government? The only government, they are only after stopping sit at home. They cannot protect the people that voted them into power. They cannot protect the people that they claim they want to rule. But we are in diaspora. We are in exile, providing security for people in the rural village. So that the terrorists will not come and kill them like they killed the other part of Nigeria. And then, of course, some of them understand what we are doing. That's why they're listening to us. And somebody will come from nowhere and start talking about, oh, we want to restore security. I want you to ask the Enugu State governor, which security do you want to restore? When they talk about security, they are not restoring, they are not talking about actually security. They are talking about the sit at home. The sit at home has come to stay. It has come to stay till Biafra come. That is the mechanism we are going to use for self-referendum. The day we are going to be ready for self-referendum, everybody will know. We're going to invite every organization. We're going to invite human rights organization. We're going to invite the UN. We're going to invite EU. We're going to invite America. If they like, let them come. If they like, let them not come. We're going to conduct this referendum, stream it live. And the whole world will watch how Biafra will vote for themselves. And then after that voting, let us see who is going to come to say he's a Nigerian in Biafra land. That is where we are going. We want to, first of all, make sure that the government of Biafra, the facto government of Biafra in homeland, is well structured and running. Once we are done with that, you are going to hear from us. So I want everybody to understand that we are here for good and not this kind of impunity that is happening in Nigeria every day. You people should be very grateful that you have men and women of caliber who has come to say we will not be part of it again. When they talk about Muslim ticket, they say it's not possible. Oh, it's not possible. How can that? Nigeria is the same pastors today who told you that Muslim ticket is not possible are the one telling you, oh, Tinubu is going to restore peace. Tinubu is going to turn Nigeria upside down. Tinubu is going to make Nigeria skyrocket Nigeria to Dubai. Tinubu, the same people who told you that Muslim ticket is not possible, how can you continue to live in denial? We cannot do that. No. Gone are those days where somebody will come and tell us what is not true and we should believe it because of political correctness. The answer is no. And today, we are going to give opportunities for those who want to talk to us on video. Our video live through the Enter Biafra is open. And I know that a lot of people are already watching on YouTube for the very first time. So if you want to make a comment on this broadcast, you have to join through the Enter Biafra. Even though you are not watching, the Enter Biafra is not showing because of the technical maintenance or so. You can still join through the Enter Biafra channel too by clicking the video. That particular one is working very well. Click the video sign and it will take you directly to the platform and you can have the opportunity to ask me a question or make a comment. I'm going to have all of you here for the next 10-15 minutes and we are done with the broadcast today. So on that note, I'm going to open the line for those of you who will want to make a comment. All right. It's me again. You're welcome to the program. Do you have anything to say? All right. We may not have the time because I have another engagement coming up. We may not have much time to engage anybody or have a question, as I said, because I just remembered. I just look at the screen and there is announcement notification about my next meeting, which is starting very soon. So, and then also let me announce that the country tour for Australia that's scheduled for Saturday has been moved to Friday. So it is going to be Friday next tomorrow. So those of you in Australia, please take note that the country tour will happen on Friday and not on Saturday. Thank you very much. May God bless Mazin Namdekano. May God bless this network. May God bless our Biafra Liberation Army. May God bless the government and the cabinet. May God bless Umar and the husband. May God bless our media team. May God bless all of you supporters of this movement. Remember that Saturday is another fundraising for the ESN. From here, from me, is good evening.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, viewers.
What does Biafra mean?
It means freedom, liberty, fairness, equity, and justice.
In practical terms, these are very good sounding words, but in practical terms, what does Biafra mean?
Confederation.
So, a weak center,
very weak,
very strong regions.
Absolutely.
Have you had a change of mind, therefore, about getting an independent Biafra? Because that's what I seem to be hearing.
No, I've not changed my mind, no. An independent Biafra means going back to the way we were before the white man came.
Okay, so you're not talking about a federation when you say a confederation. You're not talking about a federation as part of Nigeria. You're talking about total independence.
Absolute independence.
Complete independence. Now, is there anything that can happen that will make you change your mind about this particular direction?
No.
So it is either Biafra or nothing else?
Or death, yes.
Or death?
That's correct.
If push comes to shove,
yes,
will you go to war?
No, because truth is a far more potent and deadlier weapon than bullets and mortars.
So
truth.
No war? You've ruled out the...
Absolutely, I don't believe in war, no. No war. When I say Biafra or death, I'll keep pushing. Either I am alive, I die in the process, I won't stop. Allow me to repeat, if you don't mind. Had Sovereign National Conference been convened by the powers that be, where every ethnic nation, I said every, I don't care if there are 600, I don't care. Everyone is
all the 500 plus.
Everyone together to say, this is all, others can delegate, I don't know, powers to other people to attend on their behalf. Sit down to say, what type of country do we want? Sit down, discuss, agree. I can begin to perhaps submit to your position. Is it
too late?
It is way too late. They've killed too many people. They've ruined too many lives. They've wasted too many souls. How do we bring those people back?
If the federal government, given the agitation that is going on, becomes convinced that, you know what, these people have a point, it is time to actually address all these issues, and they begin to systematically address some of these issues, would you change your mind?
No, because of the deceptions of the past.
No trust?
No trust. Aburi was there, it was negotiated. Nothing happened, 1968, if I recall. And the confab report, what became of it? How about the 3 R's, reconciliation, reconstruction, and heaven knows what else? What became of them? Nothing. Calabar Seaport is not working. Can you tell me why it's not working? It's a seaport. used by the colonial masters. Why is it not working today? How about Iguacha seaport? Why is it not being used? Why not worry? Why must we allow only Lagos to function as a viable seaport? In England, where I used to live, you had Liverpool, you had the Sun, which is Portsmouth, Southampton, everywhere. You had harbors and ports. So why must you have only one?
I've heard people say these are very valid arguments, and that these are things that are to do with bad governance. So the average Biafran, to use your phrase, or Igbo man in the Igbo, is facing poverty much in the same way that the average guy in Yobe State is facing poverty. And so these are issues of governance. You don't agree with that?
I agree completely.
Okay. So if that is it, why isn't the agitation about tackling the problem, which is ensuring good governance, perhaps starting from locally? Because part of the allegations against you is that you don't confront your political leaders in the East, and you'd like to blame Abuja for everything.
Because the way I would want to solve a problem is not how a Fulani man would want to solve it.
You really believe this is an ethnic thing, and the
ethnic.
approach is different?
No, the approach is different. No, it's not ethnic. It is more to do with value system.
Right.
The way you may want to solve a problem could be markedly different from how I do mine.
What is the geographical makeup of Biafra, as far as you are concerned, this Biafra that you want? So, for example, if we're doing a referendum, where will that referendum take place? Is it only the 5?
No.
It's okay.
It's on, which is River State, Bayelsa, Delta, Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Ebonyi, Cross River.
Akwa Ibom?
And Akwa Ibom, of course. Akwa Ibom, yes.
Right.
Those are the coasters. Basically,
Bayelsa?
Yes. Southeast and South-South without Edo State.
Without Edo State.
That's correct. And then including Igede, Idoma.
Right, the Benues. So
That's
the
correct.
Igalas and part of the Kogi,
Yes.
Kogi State, right?
Yeah.
Nyesom Wike, the governor of Anambra, sorry, the governor of River State, made a statement, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday,
yes, I heard about it.
and said, you know, you should not be including River State.
It's for the
and
people of River State to decide,
people.
not him. I can't decide for Biafrans. They have to go and vote and convince the whole world that they want Biafra. It's not for instance, it's only one man, one vote.
What if they're not even willing to take part in the referendum? Because I've had people from the South, for example, from Bayelsa. I've had people from Cross River. I think there's a famous actress, Kate Henshaw, for example, wrote a long piece about why people of the South don't want to be dragged into a place called Biafra. You're saying, regardless of what they say, you want a referendum in those parts?
Because I know the majority of the people want a referendum. I was in Iguacha yesterday.
How do you know?
I was there yesterday. I was in Iguacha yesterday. You call Port Harcourt. I was there yesterday. I should have been there to see what happened.
Now,
They were delighted to see me. I'm sure you know that. It's all over the place. They're very happy to see me. I bet Kate Henshaw wouldn't get such reception were she to go to
as a
Iguacha.
big popular Nollywood actress, I wouldn't necessarily.
I'm telling you, if I go to her village, people will turn out to see me more than turn out to see her.
Okay. But
Are
you there?
You like Ojo Zakala, anybody?
So, back to the main matter. So, after our politicians unanimously sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the Fulanis, they don't still can't give them a presidency. Igbo presidency, no day. Igbo Senate president, no day. Igbo Speaker of the House, no day. Hey, what is happening now? Wetin happen? Biafrans, time don't reach, make una come talk. Make Biafrans come talk, or the line is open for Biafrans to talk. Pick up the link on the comment section and join the studio. Because these are the people that will come out to attack it at home. So now, We are asking a very pertinent question. After betraying Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and betraying Biafra, betraying the cause that we are fighting for, betraying the confidence of the Biafran people, where is Igbo presidency? And where is Peter Obi? And why is Ojus Okalu crying? Today, Alex Onyema was also crying. That is a airline, what Nigeria is doing him shege shege. The other day we saw Emefiele being moved by DSS like a common criminal. There is something we need to point out about the Emefiele's issue first, before we continue with Ojus Okalo, who is crying, I am not a criminal. Now, Emefiele was working for the zoo. When Emente said, when you work for the zoo, you will always come back in shame. Emefiele was working for the zoo. Ojus Okalo was working for the zoo. All the politicians they are working for the zoo. But there's something here, because when you check the media now, you will see the fleet of cars of Emefiele. You will see the mansion, you see this, you see that. Then you see the Fulanis using the media to peddle plenty propaganda and news and blackmail, both the one will be true and the one will be lies. We are not defending our politicians because they worked to become what they gain. And then they serve the zoo, and as they're serving the zoo, they don't serve the zoo for nothing. The zoo is giving them something and they are gaining it in return. That is why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped successfully, because who made it happen? It was them. They sold him out to collect chicken change, to collect political position, to collect presidency, Igbo presidency, and also to collect a Senate president and the Speaker of the House. But at the end of the day today, you don't see any of them getting this. Make una hear this one first.
Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been incarcerated in DSS dungeon. They kidnapped him from Kenya to Nigeria. Fulani did it with the help of Ndi Igbo. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been incarcerated in DSS dungeon. They kidnapped him from Kenya to Nigeria. Fulani did it with the help of Ndi Igbo. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been incarcerated in DSS dungeon. They kidnapped him from Kenya to Nigeria. Fulani did it with the help of Ndi Igbo.
Okay, now you can understand it. So, we they ask Ojus Okalo, why you they open mouth? And we they ask Emefiele, why are you crying? And we are still asking the rest of them, why are all of you making noise over the place? Because Igbo presidency, come. I know COBO. Maybe we should support Obi to fight to get his mandate, to restore his mandate, his stolen mandate by the Fulani. So Obi, we are praying for you to restore your mandate. We are praying for the court to restore your mandate for you so that you become president. If Obi become president, you go better now.
Bro, sorry. Do you remember the last interview that woman was interviewing Awale Donye Mazen Nnamdi Kanu just now on channel television? She said that Abuja people were complaining about his agitation, telling that they are not the problem of your region, that you should go and talk to your regional politicians, that's Southeast politicians, that are the people that making you people to be marginalized. So my question is that, so the Abuja people understand that the problem of Southeast is politicians there. Now told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to go and talk to their own politicians to restructure or to take over their region and organize themselves very well from being marginalized.
What Abuja people is telling you is that we know that your brothers are very good in selling you out.
Yes.
And they are the ones selling your birthright to us. and we have bought your birthright from them for years. That is why MNK said, if we are going to go that way, that the way you will handle the problem, the person that is giving you that solution will not use the same mindset. Because when you look at this video that I just played now, our PM was shouting here that Onyendu was kidnapped by Fulani terrorists. But who made it possible and who worked it out? It is our fellow brother that worked it out. So now that this one is opening his mouth and crying like this, it's very, very good though, because this sit at home now that is coming, whenever they hear sit at home, they don't ask, why are they doing sit at home? To what reason? Or do they have a reason for actually talking about that sit at home? No, they don't want to hear that one. It is what agreement that they had with the Fulani terrorists as they come into power, that they run to come and fulfill. That is why you see them asking, you don't need to do the sit at home. I had agreement with Fulani terrorists, so the agreement I had is that I must not allow you to breathe with this Biafra and the sit at home. But they are going to collect it, woto, woto. Now look at his mouth, he's crying. I don't know why you should even be crying now, because it is very, very late for you to be crying now. The Fulanis have prepared something very useful for you, so you should not be weeping or lamenting.
Did you hear what that lady asked our leader? Because I paid very attentively on that interview she had with our leader. When our leader mentioned Fulani immediately, that woman was asking him, do you believe that it's all about ethnic issue? So today, Alan Onyema on Arise TV confirms there is ethnic issues in Nigeria. For the years, he never even admitted that it's an ethnic issue. But today on national television, because of what? The former aviation minister, just castigate him and blackmail him, all manner of allegation against Ali Onyema. And that is where Ali Onyema opened up to say in 2015 or something that his airline is about to get licensed to fly from Zoo to London. But he submitted his application to the European Aviation Headquarters. They now called Nigerian government, which is BRGIE government, to ask them whether they know about APs owned by Ali Onyema. Do you know Nigerian government denied that they don't know Ali Onyema? They don't know APs. They don't know where the business stands for. That's how they rejected the application of Onyema flying from Zoo to London. They rejected it. So Ali Onyema was trying to tell the Arise TV presenters that he never want to say this, but you just had an opportunity to say it. So all this while, he had been eating and swallowing complicity and maybe, what should I say, compromise for nothing said, just to please Fulani. But when the heat get to what? This is a man. Whatever that happens to South Africa, he will donate his plane to go and carry Nigerians there without anybody paying him for them. Anything happens to Sudan, he will fly there to go and carry people back to Nigeria without government paying him for them. When during the COVID-19, he sent plane to China to go and carry Nigerians, repatriate them back to Nigeria without any government paying him anything. How is it that it is now that he's realizing that Nigeria is full of impunity, ethnicity, bigotry, and all tribalistic attitude that is going on some certain people? Who are these some certain people? It's only the Southeast. Are you telling me if he was an Igbo man who asked for license to build a refinery like Dangote, that it will be approved? It will not be approved. There is a cement industry in Ali Igbo, in Kalarago, Isiago, this. About two or three big cement factory in Alibo. But because of this Fulani switch and everything, and I'm sure it was Igbo people that connived with Fulani against their own people to close all the Nkarango cement and everything and give it to Dangote. These are the conspiracy. So now tell me, the person you are helping to do against your people, how can that person trust you? He don't trust you because he believes that once he see money, he will betray. So he cannot trust you with anything. All he have to do is to use you to kill your own people and to rubbish your own people. Nkarango was there, Isiago was there, one other cement industry was there, but Fulani just close all of them and give license to only Dangote. Now, the same Dangote asked for license to build refinery, only him. He borrowed $18 billion from Central Bank through Amefele and started building it. The same Amefele who helped Dangote to borrow 18 billion. The same Amefele, they went and arrested him. Now, can Dangote come out now to plead for his own help? He cannot plead. Fulani will use you and dump you. Amefele, former Central Bank governor, gave a loan of $18 billion to Dangote to build the refinery just because he's a Janjaweed, or you want to get one political favor or the other. At the end, what happened? They use him. After they finished using him, they now started, to make mockery of him, arresting him and all that, probing him. I can't believe these are our people. I cannot believe. When I heard the kind of attitude that is beating, I felt very sorry for them. It doesn't matter how the thing, gets to their shoe, they will dodge it and pretend as if nothing happened, and they will be doing their own. It's very painful, my people. It's very, very painful. Very, very painful. Ali Onyema was lamenting today that the former aviation minister, how he connived with the government, how he connived with the international community to tell them that APs have no capacity to fly to their own country. This is what Ali Onyema reviewed today on Arise TV for the first very time. When Buhari was there rubbishing his business, he didn't talk. Immediately Buhari stepped down. He came out, started talking rubbish. Why Buhari was there? Why he didn't say it? He kept quiet. This is how Olusegun Obasanjo, because of Igbo man thing, he closed Arik Airline owned by Ojo Zokalo. He banned it in Nigeria. Olusegun Obasanjo banned Arik Aviation. Sorry, Arik Airline. He banned it. It was Arik Airline that I used to fly to Liberia. 2005 or 2004. I used it to fly to Liberia. I used it to fly to Sierra Leone. Then, but Olusegun Obasanjo banned it because why? He's an Igbo man. Arik Airline. Is it Arik? Is it Arik? I can't remember. I'm not sure. Let me not make mistake. But Ojo Zokalo Airline. I will find out now. Ojo Zokalo Airline. His plane was banned in Nigeria. Olusegun Obasanjo banned it. Why? Because it's an Igbo man's business. But what happened to Dangote? They allow Dangote, they allow other airlines, they allow other foreign airlines fly in Nigeria. Man, these are our people. The same Olusegun Obasanjo went to...
I think it was Slug Air.
Oh, thank you. Slug, thank you. And it was even his bank that I use in Liberia and Sierra Leone. His bank is Slug Bank International. His own bank. Ojo Zokalo have bank in Liberia. That's the bank I'm using. It's in a Broad Street. Broad Street, Liberia, in Monrovia. Then his bank in Sierra Leone is by Liverpool and Abacha Street. In Sierra Leone. that bank was not allowed to operate in Nigeria because it's owned by Igbo man. Until they dead with them, they will never repent. They will never learn. Any regime come out, it will rubbish them. Any regime come out, it will rubbish them. Or Obasanjo came out, rubbish them. Who again? Buhari came out and rubbish them. Tinubu don't come now, Tinubu will rubbish them. Even Yar'Adua herself trying to rubbish them somehow to do some ethnic issue. They will never learn. What is wrong with our people? Is it brain they don't have? But you see, where they will be so wise is that whenever they hear the voice of their own people, they will raise. How they manage to conspire together with the enemy to sell Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is what I don't know. But until our leader comes out, he will tell the whole story. You sold your own person, your own brother, your own son to an outsider, and you want to tell me the outsider will trust you? No, he will not trust you. Selling your own blood to them, they will never trust you. These people are gullible. Very, very gullible. Thank you, Mazi.
That reminds me, let me bring that slop air to the screen so that people will understand.
Good evening, Parawa Sonny.
Yeah, I can spot you. Welcome. Wait, you're going to get the mic. Wait.
Oh, okay. Henry Wakenta. Drop the name here already.
Now,
thank you.
This is Slok Airline.
Yes.
Slok Airline was, I zoom in so that people can see it. Let me see if I can make it to pick the screen. This is Slok Air. Slok Air was Ojus Okalu's airline. Whether he had partnership with the people or it was his own Kodo or 100%. This was the Slok Air that was owned by Ojus Okalu. So
that is why he said 2 days ago on that Senate seat, he said before he come to politics that he can buy unbuyable.
Wait, now we are going to play it for them so that they will hear. So when these Mumu people, when we say somebody was able to buy more than they could ever think of to buy, before he then later came in now to come and enter this contraption, he now became useless. And we they call on every day, they tell on I know 1 year. Wait, make I bring the video for them now, maybe see.
Our people are very shameful. Disgrace.
Mr. President, Deputy Senate President, my colleagues, I want to start by thanking all of you for being brother's keeper. Mine will be a little bit emotional because when I had problems in these chambers, I know that most of you stood behind me. And I want to thank, I have to mention a few senators. I have to thank Mr. President. I have to thank Senator Amusu, Senator Alero, Senator Goje, Senator Yahaya Abdullahi, and my deputy. Why I'm thanking them is that these people were with me throughout during the problems. And I thank the Vice President because he was coming to see me every week. Mr. President, today is the beginning of new friendship to all of us in the chambers. It's not the end of the old friendship we started. I want to thank my constituency for bringing me here. And I want to that coming here gives me a lot of latitude to understand Nigeria better, to understand what we stand for better, to fight more for united Nigeria. I believe that we are dispersing, not separating ourselves. I went through one of my best time in life in the Senate, and I also went through one of my difficult periods. Also in this Senate. Before I came to the Senate, before I came into politics, I can buy anything body can buy.
Thank you.
I'm not a thief. Those that put me in prison, no reason, they put me in prison. They took over all my businesses and want to kill me. But I survived it. I'm in the Senate with you people. It's not the end to what we have done. It's not the end to united Nigeria. It's not the end to Brothers Keeper. But these senators I called were with me. I never lacked. When the PDP that I was governor for 2 terms was being formed, I brought every money they used in forming that party. Every penny in 1997 and 98. And I later became a thief. And people I gave transport money from my house in VI became agents. This is what Nigeria represents. I want to thank my colleagues for giving me these 4 years of uninterrupted support. Because this country is not fair to so many of us. I built this country, I employed 30,800 workers.
Lamentation.
People employ nobody. And nobody asked them their source of wealth.
Lamentation time.
I have 3 factories in Lagos, Nigeria. I have 2 factories in Ota. Build manufacturing. I have 3 factories in Aba, manufacturing. And I'm a thief. And people that cannot explain where their source of wealth come from, they are not thieves. I leave everything in the hands of became agents.
Now, there is something here we need to pick up from what Ojus Okalo said. Since he has become a loser, because all of them will become losers. He said, I have 3 factories in Lagos. And then I create how many thousand jobs? Wait, let's speak it again. Because I want people to understand something here. When we come, we criticize these criminals. We expose them. But there are things you need to pick out to connect the dots so that you understand something about Biafra.
This is what Nigeria represents. I want to thank my colleagues for giving me these 4 years of uninterrupted support. Because this country is not fair to so many of us. I built this country, I employed 13,800 workers.
I employ 13,800 workers. I employ 13,800 workers.
Invisible people.
I employ 13,800 workers. Now, there is something here to learn. Which Fulani man can come out and tell us how many people they have employed to give labor, to give job, to create food for them, to keep food on their table so that when they work, they can now get savings and get wages that they can use to take care of their family. But this man here have been sacrificing his time and his years and generations to do this to make sure one Nigeria gets better. But what happened to him? You will always come back in shame. Fulani will not come and employ you and then create jobs for you. Fulani will not come and employ you and then create jobs for you. What they do is that when you listen to the video that, wait, let me get the video now. I will get the video. You know, our own, we know they talk without proof. Let us get the video. This is what Jus Okalo telling you that he created jobs of how many to people. Now, let us listen to what Fulani terrorists will tell you.
It is history that will repeat itself when it comes to winning election by the grace of the Almighty Allah. And now we are in democracy, so there is nothing like suspending election. Dr. Abdul Muttalib Muhammad is the leader of the Muslim Leaders Union of the Northern and Southern region. He explained the purpose of holding the conference. Our intention is that we are Muslims and Muslim preachers. That is why we gather the leaders of different sections, leaders of Sangaya, leaders of Zari, and all others in order to sensitize people about this agenda we have in view. That is ensuring that we choose a Muslim and a Muslim, what we call the Muslim-Muslim ticket. The union we invited are about 75 in number, especially the Izala Union from Kaduna, Izala Union from Jos, Salafia, Kadaria, Tirjaniya, GTI, M1, Form 1, and women in Dawa, together with our Yoruba Muslim brethren that are here, our Igbo Muslim brethren with the union of all Imams of Kano State. We rally round all the unions so that we can have good platform to pass this message. What we show the leaders is that it is not a matter of we are coming to build road and infrastructure for you or the promise of giving you position. What we are talking about is who will establish the dignity of Islam.
We are not coming to build road for you or to give you job or employment or development. But what we are coming to do is to establish the dignity of Islam. Now, Amiga, my comrades in the house, make una carry this mic.
So, you mean there is nothing like mentality of development in their IQ. The IQ is all about Islam. The IQ is all about religion. The IQ is all about ethnicity, or maybe...
Wait, Battle Cry, wait, before you finish connecting the dots, let us hear what Jus Okalo from the beginning said he has created 13,000 and something jobs. Let's hear the remaining part of what he did so that when you're connecting your dots, you know the disparities of what to use.
People employ nobody, and nobody asks them their source of wealth.
People employ nobody, and nobody asks them their source of wealth. So when you listen to that video, Fulani said, we're not coming to create jobs. We are not coming to do what? Give you employment. We're not coming to give you development. We are not coming to do anything to the Western standard. What we come is to maintain only the dignity of Islam and to restore Islamization, which means jihad. Jus Okalo, finish the talk.
I have 3 factories in Lagos.
I have 3 factories in Lagos, and all the 3 factories in Lagos is creating jobs for the youth. I want people to understand something. Far from the fact that Jus Okalo and all our leaders and elders are Sabo, they sell us out to the Fulanis. But come back to the rational thinking and understand something. See the disparity of a Biafran, an indigenous person of Biafra, and the mindset of a Fulani terrorist, so that you understand what they have on the table for you. A Biafran is seeking to develop a place and to create jobs, opportunity, to see that people there can have something to eat and to live and to survive and to progress. But what a Fulani man was telling you is that our own is just to maintain the dignity of Islam. No job employment, though. No work, no development, not electricity, not water, nothing.
Nigeria. I have 2 factories in Ota.
I have 2 factories in Ota. Some in Lagos, some in Ota, the ones in Ota, now still youth they go they employ to get jobs so that they no go become criminals. They will not become terrorists because when you have work to do, you will not have time to go into criminality.
Build manufacturing.
Build manufacturing factories.
Have 3 factories in Aba.
I have 3 factories in Aba.
Manufacturing. And I'm a thief. And people that cannot explain where their source of wealth come from, they are not thieves.
And the Fulani terrorists who cannot tell you their source of wealth, they are not thieves. So it's just for you to understand what One Nigeria is all about and what you have been working for, so that you understand that. Listen to this one again.
We are coming to build road and infrastructure for you and all the unions so that we can have good platform to pass this message. What we show the leaders is that it is not a matter of we are coming to build road and infrastructure for you or the promise of giving you position. What we are talking about is who will establish the dignity of Islam and also uphold the respect of our religion. These candidates support our religion.
I don't understand the point now. So, Battle Cry, you have the mic. When you finish, you give Mary the mic. Make una do justice to One Nigeria people.
Well, all hail Biafra. The thing is that we have heard it all. There's nothing to hide. So on that note, whosoever that want to hear should hear. These people, there's nothing in their brain. When I mean when I mean people, I mean Janjaweed. And I don't know why the people who don't fit in their religion or in their thinking faculty is forcing themselves to be among the people who does not believe in development. These people, they don't believe in development. They said it. There's nothing like development but to protect and promote Islam, as simple as ABCD. Why then are you wasting your time with these people? When you talk about inventory like technology and some development in the country, it doesn't bother them because they are nomadic people. Nomadic people in the sense that it doesn't matter how wealthy or the amount of money they steal from the public treasury, if they want to sit down, they will sit on a bare floor, fold their legs. Just they want to demonstrate their culture, their tradition, and their religion. And you are forcing yourself, telling me that you have 3 factories in Lagos, you have 2 factories or 3 in Aba. Let me start with this Ojo Sakalo. When he was mentioning names of people in the Senate who helped him to be victorious in his previous political challenges, when they were trying to imprison him or taking him from court to court and all that. He was mentioning the names of people who helped him. They were all Northerners. Are you hearing me? They were all Northerners. At the time he was mentioning them, he didn't realize that he needed to mention the names of his own people. But come to it, while he was about to finish mentioning the names of people, he said he thanked his constituency who brought him to that chamber. Who are the people in his constituency? Those people that are unknown. Is he afraid to mention the names of his own people who brought him to the chamber? I don't know. Maybe when you see him, you ask him. But the question here is that he said that he has factory here, he has factory here. How far about those factories? Have they not been shut down? Who knows about the factory? Who hears about them? Nobody hears about them because the Alamajiri, the Janjaweed from the nomadic religion, was saying here that they are not waiting or looking for somebody who will come and develop this and put electricity or build roads, because they don't value any infidel who is not in their own religion or in their clique. So once you are infidel, as they label you, you are not supported to build your own business to grow in Nigeria unless you are a nomadic, unless you are from that their generation, so that they will help you, loan you money, just like MFL loan 18 billion to Dangote to build refinery in Lagos. Is it not the same Lagos Dangote build the refinery was where he said that he had 3 factories? Dangote only have one industry, one big industry in Lagos. Other industry or factories that it has in Lagos, it's not the headquarters. So, but Ojo Zokalo have a headquarter of 3 companies in Lagos. How far is it growing? Does anybody hear it? He didn't even mention the names of his this industry in Lagos. Only that he said that have industry. Unverified claim. Look at his plan on the screen. He has slug. This slug, I use it when I used to transit from Liberia to Sierra Leone. This slug now, is it still working? That's one thing. Fulani will make sure the business of Igbo man dies. Onyema Allen or Allen Onyema was on Arise Television today, 14th of June 2023, was lamenting how they crush his business, how they blackmail his business, how they ridicule his business. Somebody put an application here in Europe, Aviation Center, to get license to fly from Nigeria to Europe, London, and other parts of European countries. The Aviation Center here in Europe asked Nigeria government, which is BRGIE government, do you know about Allen Onyema of what's that in aviation? Okay. Allen Onyema of someone remind me the aviation name again. So this European Center, European Aviation Center asked Nigerian government, do you know what BRGIE government replied to European Aviation Center? They don't know Allen Onyema. They don't even know his airline. That is how the application dies. They didn't even recognize or approve Allen Onyema to be flying his plane to and from Nigeria and the Europe. It dies. It was today Allen Onyema boldly came out and said it. And again, he pointed out the ethnic issues, and they were asking him in the show, do he believe it's an ethnic? He said yes. So all this while he's been struggling to keep one Nigeria. Anything that happens in Sudan, he will fly and go and bring Nigeria from there to their homeland free of charge. Government is not paying them. During COVID-19, he was busy flying abroad, bringing Nigerians home, and for free of charge. Some distance are 15 hours on air, no transit, direct flight from China to Nigeria. He was using his brain to travel to pick Nigerians back to their homeland. Government didn't pay him. He just to please Zoo. At the end now, he came out today to lament how he has been treated, how he has been blackmailed, how he has been ridiculed, how he has been, painted. These our people are very gullible. They are very, very gullible. Somebody is in pain, he cannot speak, only because of what he can get from his own stomach. Until the thing landed on his head, he couldn't, resist the thing again. Is when he came out and start crying, lamenting, seeking for help, seeking for refuge. When you are people, we are crying, being killed by repentant Boko Haram in army uniform in the southeast. Did you talk? Who heard your voice? You pretended like
But to cry, have mercy on him, have mercy on him, have mercy on him.
No, my brother, this is not a matter of mercy. I'm telling you, these are our people. I can't believe it. When I try to put my head on the bed and remember how they are treating our people, I felt bad. I said, is this people the same Igbo people I used to know?
Give Mary time to talk, please. No, finish the talk. No, finish the talk. Drink water, no, finish the talk. Mary, grab the mic, please.
Okay, good evening, my brothers. Good
There we
evening, Battle Cry.
Thank you.
And good evening, Akparawa. Yeah, Bongete. And good evening, Biafra. You know, let me start with sit at home. Where this man, because me, I don't really know their names. You understand? So, whether na governors, then they call them but their names. I don't know. I don't know what is their problem with sit at home. The sit at home be the Fulani where they come kill Biafran people, or sit at home. Now them be the army zoo government in uniform. You know where they kill. So that is sometimes I just sit down and ask myself, does something is wrong with this? You know, I know there is very big thing is wrong with their brain. Because you cannot see how people from another land, another country come to your own land, killing your children, killing your wife, because it's not your biological children, because it's not the one your mother, your own wife push it out, or it's not the one you father by yourself. And you allow other people to kill them. And what these people say, no, I don't want these people to kill me again. You as a governor, where you're supposed to protect them, you are not doing it. And they decide to themselves to hide their life, to save their life. And you come out, you say, no, don't sit at home, or don't save your
Network kick Mary out. Mary, try to come in again, please. Network, why now? Mary, come in again. You can see the link on the comment section so that you can round up your. Okay. Yeah, welcome back. Sorry, network. Network,
Yes.
do you shake it? Sorry, welcome back.
Yes, my brother. And they will tell them, no, come out. And these people forgot them. They are the one who sell this market. They have everything inside their home. They sell them from Monday to Saturday. And they will deserve something. How can you say those kind of people will be hungry? And you people said, oh, come out, come out, come out. Without that, Southeast is falling down. I don't know where he's falling. Of course, it's falling down. They're supposed to go and look where he fall, where they miss it, so that they will pick it up. Because these people said, no, I don't want to die. You as a governor, come out, say, no, come out and die. You think they are still stupid? That's how Southeast, agent of Southeast governor. You think these people are still stupid? They are still, those things is still working in their brain. My brothers, those things is not working anymore. Their eye don't open. Southeast, Biafra land, their eyes don't open. So sorry for you guys. Because you go say, oh, they are losing money, so amount. And them, they don't sit down, they don't go and sit down and think, this money I measure, this money I call out, this kind of amount of money. They are producing in Biafra land. Do you talk about hospital? Where is the hospital? You said they load this kind of money for one day sit at home. Where is the school? You said they load this kind of money. Where is a good market? Because when they sit at home, you can see everywhere in Biafra land. You can see how it look. These people don't even get shame, just more simple shame. Their face, dog don't lick all their shame in their face finish. Because we only one governor said, can't talk about 5 people. Look at everywhere dirty. Market where they sell, and they will sit there in front of dirty and eat. You know, think of the kind of bacteria, even only their leg, then go say, oh, people, you know, talk of Ashima, the way these people, they die. These governors, they don't even think about that. No single brain to think of how people suffering. Do you know why? Why they are using them? Because their children is not there. all their governors asked Biafra land, did their children in that place? This man is sit down and make sure all the company, all this he built for here, all this he employ. Where the employment is it invisible people? Because all the children where they kill in Biafra land, they know they kill their employer. So when you go talk, say, I beg, stop this killing. And you don't even have shame. You leave your own land. How many company you sit in Lagos? You talk of how you have company in Aba. Look at a dustbin place. You open your mouth. Said you have company in Aba. So different kind of which place in Aba where you have this company, because there is no road. If rain fall, in short, everywhere it just turn to river. It turn to River Niger. Where this man, where all these things them, where he's talking about, where he is. So why waiting they cry? Because it's not crying. It's crying about the opportunity when children go continue to they enjoy, and his wife, because that is what they did to them. They put them there. They tell them, your children is not here, your wife, or you have everything. It's only you. Use them. Don't anything you tell them, they will listen. After all, you're living okay. Who will leave that kind of a temple place because they don't have soul? Their wife, their children, all of them don't have soul. Because if you have this kind of fathers, at least some of their children or their wife will be said, please, what my father is doing, I'm not included. But their children is living in the high tension. When our children is suffering, you are looking for even bread to give your own begin. Why people like this, you're calling your governors, they are crying. And not that they don't listen, because before they go there, they already sold themselves and they will give them condition how to move and what to do. They are not doing by their own power. They have no mouth. They don't have say on their own. Because number one, they know them, they are betrayer. Fulani is wise now. All this killing, Fulani is killing everywhere. Did they talk? Instead of that, our governor will try to invite them to come and kill us more. And they will deny, say they are not killing people. You think Fulani will take those kind of people serious? You think Fulani, the only man where they talk for the whole Biafra land, in short, the whole nation. These people have mind, carry and go hand over to Fulani. They know what these people is. They hand over their own son to them. Do you think those people will take them serious? Who be that kind of woman being in this earth? You go no say in this modern life, you carry your son, go give, go sell. And you come out, meet those people to claim for those people you are a good person. They will take you as the worst animal in the whole earth. That is how Fulanis and Britain take our own governors them in Southeast. They don't take them like anything. They take them like tissue paper. Tissue paper is the best, is the easy way to solve in the water where you put inside water, or take and wipe your bum. If you not take time, say, you go fit here. All the mess will touch your hand. That is how these people look like. The Biafra land is already reject them. So their shame, their wife will face the shame. Their children will face the same shame when our leader is facing in the DSS dungeon. Their family will face the same shame where all of them put to that man head. Any man will get hand connection in this our leader head. Now so all of them go face the shame. And so nature, by the nature almighty, they will never go free. That is my own. They have to pay. Because if Biafra land reject them, who be we to tell their woman being? They have to pay. They have to pay. The Fulani open mouth tell you, say, we will not come in to give you anything. We are not promise you to give you a good life. We are not promise you to give you a good road. We are not promise you to give you a hospital. We are not promise you to give you a good water. We are not promise no any good thing. These people open mouth and tell you, we are coming to kill you. to force you for what you are not believed on. Mother, father, grandchildren, listen. I'm not coming here. If your Southeast governor tell you, I want to give you good road, I want to give you good house, I'm not coming to do those things. I'm coming to colonize you. I'm coming to take all your property. Your governor will come out and tell you, no, those people are not the people, the owner of the people who won't manipulate this thing in your head, open your mouth, tell you. And the person will call as a father, as a protection for you. He come and tell you to confuse you. No, don't listen to that people. Oh. They are lying. They will not do anything. I'm still the governor. Don't worry. And they tell them, before you will be among them, just look this man with the Fulani, with those people sit down in the ground. What is different? What will be different among this man with those people? That is no different. That is this thing he's doing. They are laughing him. No one is pitying. No one, because they know they are useless. They are monkey. They know they are zombie. They sold their children, sold their birthright, sell everything to the demonic. And now, the disgrace, because they don't have shame. If that they see the shame of himself, in short, in children, in wife, he will reject him for life. Because they don't have brain. Fela called them a zombie. They are zombie. Anywhere then they push them go. Now where then they go, suffering and smiling. That is how they want to keep Biafra. But our prime minister come and tell them, say, there is no fucking way for you. If you try me, I blow my fire. It will burn all of you people, blind all of them eyes. That is what he's doing. And their nyash is hot. It's hot past pepper. They are sitting on top of fire. They are running tiki tiki tiki. How did they sing that music for the Nigeria? You they run tiki tiki, run kata kata kata. You go fall. Sorry, you hear me? Are you guys hearing me?
you. That's
You
so,
know,
that's so. You don't think you don't kata kata.
there is one music where they sing. You they run kata kata, you they run kudu kudu. Who they pursue you? Look your back. Nobody they push you. They run. That is what
Mary,
that
thank
what is
you, thank
happening to
you,
these people.
thank you, Mary. Reserve some strength. No finish am on this efule for here.
It's
Reserve
good.
some strength.
It's
Reserve
good.
some strength. Son
Thank
of
you.
man,
But our
son of
man
man.
just our leader said, serve Nigeria and come back with back of shame. Serve Nigeria and come back with back of shame. That is what is happening to them. Biafra, please sit at home.
Thank you, my dear. Thank
Sit
you.
at home.
Son of man, welcome to the studio. Please wrap up in no time because we are rounding up.
Mm.
Son of man, can you hear me? Son of man, can you hear me? Okay, son of man, we don't have much time to stay in the studio because we've been here for like 4 hours and something. So we wish to say kudos to Biafrans and for them to keep up the faith because more are yet to come. Remember the 1 week sit at home that is loading. And when they come to attack the 1 week sit at home, ask them what they are doing about the massacre of over 150 in Plateau, the 50-something in Benue, the 80-something in Niger, the 70-something in Sokoto, the 200 and something in Medugri, the 150 in Zamfara. Ask them the one that has happened in Kaduna. Ask them about the 50-something in Kano. This is not the one that happened when Buhari see the power. This is the one that happened this time where Tinubu don't enter power. So ask them those questions when they are able to answer you and what they have done about it. Then after they are able to answer you, they can now have some more seats to sit down with you and take a 404. But if they don't have any answer to give you to defend that, tell them to go and see their ancestors and ask for some advices. So we thank you all for being with us because it's been a long one. So from us from here, we want to say a very big good evening to you all. See you again, and thank you so much.